Excitement, entertainment, fun. This is all we wanted from games when we were young. I remember back in 2001, or was it 2003, I don't remember. When I first time got a personal computer, and I got it by accident too. I was little, my brother lent me PlayStation 1, and boy it was exciting to play with it. It was so excited, I wanted my own one. So I wrote a letter to Santa to get one. Obviously, I was dumb at that age, and instead of writing PlayStation 1, I wrote computer. And boy oh boy how I was confused when I got it. Because it was a simple computer without any games on it. I was not really interested in it. Until my brother installed games on it. Then it was blast for me, and I got into PC gaming really fast. I remember I used to go to the store and see the list of shitty games and went, yeah. Obviously, I bought games in Lithuanian language because I couldn't read in English back then. And this is where Akelote Ir Ko comes in. It was a company that translated games and sold it to stores. And man, let me share my experience with you. I have a bunch of games ready to review, which few of them I never played it before. Let's start with the never-ending story Orange Quest, or translated version Magical Amulet. Just for the sake of this review, I watched the first film of Never-Ending Story trilogy. But enough of lollygagging, and let's play some games. As we turn on the game, we get to select options, and these are the only options we get in the entire game. No keybinds, no volume sliders, nothing. It's just this. Rubbish. The game greets us with 5 frames per second intro in which you hear weird noises if you try to skip it. Not only that, they included blinking cutscenes, which is just unbearable to watch it. And even if you do watch it, it makes little to no sense.
Fantasia. Now only a few lands remain to remind us of the lost beauty of Fantasia.
Wow, now this is a lag. Well, it isn't all games, so I will try to run on all the operating system XP. Yep, I'm actually installing and doing all the necessary work just to make this game work perfectly. After 4 hours of solving the problems, we finally get to install the game. Maybe this time it won't... Oh. Nothing can fix this FPS lag problem. Not even compatibility options, nothing. I even tried Italian versions, which just changed the main logo on the intro. Huh. Well, with this lag, it will be more nostalgic to me because it runs just like I remember. We teleport into first scene location and hey, we got more frames! We instantly meet a goat man with floating fireball next to him, and he told us to find his 2 other brothers so they can open the entrance to Gaia's dungeon. Who's Gaia? I don't remember anyone called Gaia in the movie. Ugh. After he tells you what to do, he then vanishes into the air using firecrackers, and so we begin the adventures of aimless exploring. As we progress, we see our first enemy, Ledge. We must be very careful approaching it, as we might... Hey, is that Fireball from before? Well, that's a horrific death scream. This time, we will ignore this ledge and continue with the path. The game gives us an empty sign that leads us either to right to the sparkling tornado or left to the mysterious cave. As the choice was difficult, I went with my first option. So, I guess this is the entrance to the dungeon? Well, at least I know where the entrance is. After some later search, we get to meet Rockbitter. He tries to explain us more about the game story, but he made even less sense.
I saw that they put these energy balls you need here.
Who are they? Is it them? As I got confused, I decided to backtrack and get to that cave. And when I got to the end of that cave, I realized that this is actually a platform jumping game. After the jumps, we meet his first brother, which decided to commit suicide. Well, no wonder he committed to suicide. I mean, look at me in the intro. And on top of it, we see a cheesy cutscene that has that 90s vibe. So far the game is just weird. I mean, even the water is solid, but it's coming down as a liquid. I'll forget anything that contains logic about this game. It's just too confusing. Let's move on. As I walk out, I find the same goatman from before. He then helped me to open the gate to the dungeon. Wait.
If you intend to go there, you must first find my two brothers, who will open the entry to the dungeons.
He lied to me. He told me that I only needed to find his two other brothers so they can open the gate. Yet I still needed to find him too so he can open the last lock. Ugh. After going to Energy Field, we not only get back to the beginning, but we also find his third brother. What is he doing there? Playing hide and seek all by himself? Well, the gate is now open, but before we advance, I want to check back on them. And I see all three of them next by the house. Why middle one needed to vanish at the beginning if he still comes back to the house? Anyway, I collected a few more of these energy balls and went to the dungeon. Wow, we are back with 5 frames per second. As I struggle through the lag, I get to meet this friendly devil. He tells me that I need to fix his machine because I fell into his soup. Wait, what? The soup is boiling. How did I survive getting out of it? But wait.
How did I not fall into the soup, but instead I was walking on its surface? Who am I? Jesus?
Well, now we need to fix the machine. And this level not only looks like hell, but also feels like hell. There are more platforms jumps, and to make it worse, jumping is combined with frames per second. It means that character won't jump despite of making jumping sound and tapping the spacebar. So if the game misses that little frame where your character was supposed to jump into the air, it ignores that command and continues its job. So the death screen in this level will be your best friend. Enjoy. Actually, now that we're talking about friends, who are the enemies? Now that I think about it, who are the enemies in this game? Is it this guy? Who is he anyway? Goat people said it's Gaia's dungeon, so I guess he is Gaia? But he never mentioned his name. Was he in the movie? Is it this guy? This? But the guy who stole Orin disguised as you, so he can't be the enemy, but that means you are the enemy. But people in this world are trying to help you to get back the Orin. So you are not the enemy. Maybe the Spider-Woman is the main villain. I mean, she is on the main cover, but the only time you see her is behind the bars in the first stage. And you don't really see her anymore. So she is not the main villain. The story makes no sense! The only enemies I know are the platforms, fire, fake gas, levers that trigger unskippable cutscenes, lag, and my favorite, giant automatic scythe. Wait, what? After finally fixing his machine, I go into this sparkly thing and teleports me back at the beginning. Wait, why did I need to fix the machine if it teleports you to a lever that turns off the machine? This is the most useless machine I ever witnessed. And to fix it, I had to risk my life by climbing over the lava, almost burned to death, cut in half, do the most deadly jump, and almost drown in the freezing water, just so he can teleport to a lever that turns off the machine. Go to a teleport that is made out of traffic lights and travel to next level. And I think this is my favorite level too, because it runs on stable 20 FPS. After more platform jumps, narrator forces us into object.
A lever for this door is missing, isn't it?
Yes it is. I've noticed that you can peek around the corner in this game. Why? There are no enemies in this game and it takes way too long to peek. It's such a useless feature. Maybe that's why they didn't mention a tutorial screen. As I moved on, I found a lever that I need, and narrator told me to get a fruit for them. I would ask logic here, but I already covered it. Whoa! What the hell just happened here? Well, at least I can enjoy the scenery. Well, controls just froze. So the only choice I have is just to return to main screen. Just great. And I don't even get to keep my energy balls. What are the energy balls anyway? Everyone keeps telling me to collect them, but no one explained me why. They're not power-ups or points. The game doesn't even have score system. Anyway, I went to look for the fruit to feed the boars, and I was stopped by a music puzzle. And I meet this creature. He tells me that he will give me fruit in exchange for water. Not 5 seconds later, he demands water from me. Wow, this guy. After going through the jumping puzzle that reminds me of Serious Sam, I found the water. But I didn't pick the water, no. I dived into the water. Am I holding water in my hands? That's quite a scam for him, considering that he will give me this juicy, giant fruit for a drip of water. I finally got the fruit for these animals, and these animals... Oh, those ungrateful bastards. Well, at least I have the lever. So I put the lever and... Well, I'm half deaf. Now, as much as I recall, I need to lift up the water, so obviously look for source of water near the water. You can look for ages, you will not find source for water. Wait, I died? How did I die? I just touched the water with my tip toe, I didn't even drown. Well, after a long search, apparently you need to move this boulder. You need a tool for that? No, you do it with bare hands so the water would rip them off. We are in unknown area with 5 frames per second. As we barely move on, we see a creepy lady that offers us inside. No thanks. On second thought, I will gladly join you. As I walk into the... Well, that's a weird door. As I walk into the room, Dwarf told me that it's a trap. Well, there's no way around it, so I just went into it there. And oh god, I made a mistake. Not only platform jumps, but also traps. What is that sound? Hold on, let me take my TSI kit and just figure out what it means. Almonten Fer? What? Whatever, let's just move on. Can't do this, I just can't. I cannot do this anymore. I'm constantly fighting against the game. Well, I think we will never find out how this game and what these energy balls do. This game is just not worth playing and to find out. It's just not worth my nerves. Maybe next game will not lag as much as that last game. This game we have on the list is called Akelote Ir Ko. They give us a cool metric style and hey, game website. Oh, well, let's install this game. Maximum? Wait, the game is called rig&roll? Well, apparently it's also called Hard Truck 2. A Lithuanian version it's called Enduro 2. So which one is it? It's like they couldn't make up their mind and just ship all 3 different titles. Finally it installed, let's play the game. And it crashed. After some research, I found a patch for it. I replaced the file, changed some settings, and nothing. Well, at least we can watch a demo out of it. So this is the game. You drive a truck to a heavy metal music, getting shot, drive more truck, crash, drive a truck, more driving, more crashing. You know, this game kind of looks nice. You know what else could be nice? If I could play it instead of watching it. Well, that was for part 1 of Akelote Ir Ko episodes. We still have a long way to go, so stay tuned for the next episode. Or watch my other reviews while you wait. Either way, I'll see you in part 2. Bye.